Hello guys, welcome to the second version of the third tutorial, and today we'll actually conclude our migrations and also make sure we set up our admin section. So let's start with the migrations. So we have all the models created, and what we want to do is send the migration script to our database. Django uses ORM to avoid the need to like add code SQL commands to the database or interact with the database directly. So this is a Pythonic format of doing things, and Django being a, a full stack framework with for perfectionists with deadline. It has everything you need down to helping you migrate your entire stuff to the database. All we need to do is run a command we run Python 3 manage.py, make migrations, and automatically we get a migration script created for this model. And you can see this is a script that will be interacted with will be sent to the database to interact with it. And also, we have another one for the author migrations. And you can see that we have the same thing over here, migrations.create model. We will go deep into this when you go through the Django models tutorial, basic to advanced level. So after making migrations, these migrations are just scripts that are needed to be communicated to the database to send to create tables and columns and fields. If you come from a background of SQL, you understand in order to create a database needs a table and some other stuff in it. So that is why we need to run Python 3.py, Python 3 manage.py migrate. And this allows me to migrate the entire table plus the built-in Django table, which is showing 18 unapplied migrations here. It's going to upload everything to my session. If I should save now again, I shouldn't be getting the error I got previously. Now the error is no longer there and my link is still working. Now the challenge is Django, if I click on this link, it shows installation worked. But Django has something called paths, and one of those things we do with paths is it's more like a different page where alerting is supposed to happen. And I'll break it down fully when we have something that deals with the context of web itself. I have a tutorial coming up with that. Like, watch out for that, and hopefully if I'm feeling encouraged enough, I should be pushing the video as late as possible. So let's set up a path to the admin, which is built in by default for Django. And the admin path has a section called username and password. For this field, I don't have a username and I don't have a password. How do I create it? That is also handled by Django. All we have to do is run Python 3 manage.py, manage.py, create super user. So create super user is a command, some command. Sorry, create super user is a command that allows me to create a super user. And let me use the username Ola, and the password should be a@a.co, and let's pass in the password as a. And I get issues. This password is too similar to email address, and the password is too short. These are validations built into Django. I don't want to go deep into that. An explanation will be going on that. The project, this tutorial is project focused, not so what you need to do is type in Y to bypass the password. So what I just did is I created a username called Ola and a password called A. So if I should go to my admin section, I can type in Ola as the username and A as the password, and I should get this. Now the issue is presently the every stuff I registered in my model for the book and also in the author for the book for the author models are not reflecting on my database. So how do I bypass this? The first thing I need to do is work on something called an admin.py. An admin.py. An admin.py is the way we register our models and make it reflect on our admin section in Django. To do that, what I have to do is from .models import So this is my author admin. So I'll pass in something like author. And there are two ways to register model. I would actually go with the simplest way for now. In the second version, I'll use another way. So this should be, so going back to the admin, um, sorry, going back to this admin, the author admin, I'll do something as simple as saying admin.site.register. What I mean by this is admin, I want you to register a site for me, so that I can like run most of my Django queries on it, create models and stuff. It creates a default automatic um, view with Django, like for handling CRUD operations. So, but this is on the admin section. So only the admin users have the capability to go through this platform. So I'll pass in author and save this, just that. That's all I need. And if I go back to my model, the um, interface and refresh, I should be seeing the authors available. So what can I do with this? First, I can list all the authors that are created. The second thing is I can create a new author. So I want to show you the many-to-many field relationship we set in our authors. I want to give more information about that. Remember, we said user in author is a one-to-one field. Presently, I have just one user called Ola. I don't have any user apart from that. So I'll try to include a profile picture. And let's just ignore the profile picture for now. I hope in my models we set blank to be true for this. Oh, we didn't, so it's required. So we want to try to upload a profile picture. So I can just upload something like this. And the pseudonym, let's call this cat burglar. Okay, so and the URL I can keep it empty and the slug I can keep empty because I set both to be blank equals true. So let's try to save. Okay, yeah, it's saved. So let's go deep into it and see what's going on. And inside my model, you can see what the slug field does. Instead of the white space, it changes the white space to underscore to hyphen, and it creates the uppercase character to lowercase. That is what the slug field does. And you see our website URL is still blank for that user. So this is more like a detailed view, and this is more like a list, listing out all the stuff I need. And if I want to edit or update, this is more like editing and updating. But if I want to add another, so let's try to add another, but add that same user, give it another image entirely. So yeah, let's just go with this. And also, the pseudonym should be dog walker, something like this. And let's click on save. Yeah, we receive an error. Author with this user already exists. And the reason for that is we set a one-to-one field. That means a user, an author can only be like a user is only would only have the ability to create one author. So a user cannot have two authors. So if I want to add a new author, I have to create a new username. So let's do that manually. I would prefer going to the user section and adding a new user. So let's give it so let's try to pass in username should be Olamide, something like that. Olamide and password. And this time around, we can't work with simple passwords like this, right? Because it has validation. It will tell you the password is too short, it must contain at least 8 characters. And we can't use simple passwords too. So I'll call this one man at 123. Okay, sorry. Um, man made one and man made two. Okay, made one, sorry. So the password has to be the same also. And when I save, a new user has been created and you see the password has been hashed. So hashing would also be discussed in the future. But for now, for the sake of simplicity, we would actually just create a new author and choose another user for that author. So let's choose an image as a profile picture for that author. And let's um, click on dog walker as a pseudonym and let's just save. So if I click on dog walker, you can see it's also slugified. So let's go back to the model and do the same registration for our the book application itself. To register the model, so we have to also register the admin, the author. We have to register the book. So say from dot models import import book and category. And what we mean by importing book and category is, please, I want you to import the models that have been created inside my book application called category and also book. So let's use the same setting we did in for the first one. So we can say at admin.site.register and I'll actually just pass in the category here. Yeah, this makes sense. So let's go to the category section, refresh our browser, is there, and you notice that we have something called categories instead of category IES. The easiest way to resolve this is to go to our model and go to the category section and create a class meta. Don't worry about this, it's well detailed in the model from basic to advanced tutorial that will be coming up soon. So I will set something called a verbose name plural. So what I mean by verbose name plural is what should it be called when it's multiple categories, right? So I can just put in the right word for it, which is categories, and okay, this should work now. Yes, categories is updated. So let's create a new category. Very simple. We can call this one crime and mystery, and save and add another adventure. Okay, save and add another. So we have crime and mystery and adventure, and you'll notice that they are both slugified also, right? So the slug version is available. Now the next thing we need to do is also register our book model. So to register the book model, all we have to run is so I want to implement something different here called a custom admin. We'll keep it very simple, trust me. And what we need to do is rather than saying admin.site.register, we'll type in as admin.register. And what are we trying to register? We're registering the book model. So we have to create a class for that class book admin. And we'll pass in admin.model model admin. So on in the long run, we have to set list display to be those things we need to pass in our list, right? So what do we need to be displayed? What list display does is that rather than showing just category adventure, rather than showing just the name, we want it to display more information on this line here for the book model. So I want the title, the description, no. I want the title, the author, and the category. That's what I need. That's all I need. So I can say title. No, I can't put in the category yet. So let's pass in the title and the author for now. Okay, so let's save this and go back to our model and refresh. If I should click on books now, and it shows me that a book has been, yeah, is registered already, and it's still the same stuff as what we did here at the top. The difference here is we literally just set list display to be title and author. So let's create a new book and test the logic, the implementation on that particular part. So in order to do that, sorry, in order to do that, I have to create a new book. So why shoot a butler? I love that book so much. So um, why shoot a butler? Okay, so and I don't have to pass anything here for description. I can literally just copy content on our Django, the install work or something here, and just use that in the description. It can take as long as it can get. So cover image. Let's pick something simple. For now, I would have a compiled a link uploaded for the sources for those books where we use like the books we'll be using, or to make it more realistic because it has to be detailed and more like a book management application. So the file itself, sorry, the file itself, I'll click on just any of my text file I have here, and I'll click on add it there. So ISBN is a combination of 16 digits or something. I would actually just pass in some values there. Let's pass in some values for the ISBN. And publication date, I can literally pass in today, but if I want, I can choose any date I want here. So I'm going with today to keep it simple. So who is the author? Let's call the author Cat Fogler. And what category does it fall under? So for the category, we should not be seeing Cat Fogler, honestly. So I think on our end, we've made a very big mistake in our category section. So let's get our category. Category is returning self.name, and for the book, the category, oh, we passed in author for category instead of what? Category for category. So this is a very big mistake. This is a very, very big mistake, and we never realized it early. So the category section, many to many fields should be for category. So since we've made changes here, I have to also run make migrations and also migrate. Okay, so and also migrate. Okay, so after doing those, I have to actually go through this again, which is kind of so let's start from scratch. Why should a butler? Okay, and description, we can paste that link we copied earlier, and image, just select one of the images, and the text should be renamed.txt, and also the ISBN should be a combination of word values up to 16. Pick today, and for the author, Kat Bogler, now you can see our category is actually listed there. So I'm trying to select both um, crime and mystery and adventure for that particular book. And let's see. Okay, so we found our first issue because I was actually returning self.name instead of self.title, so which is kind of weird. Um, After doing this, we should be able to have a new field created, and yeah. So what's the mistake that happened there was I was trying to I copied this link from the top, and rather than change the self.title, self.name doesn't exist in book. We can't logify something that doesn't exist. So that was why we got that issue. But it's fixed now, and everything should be working fine. Now that we have this, I want you to see how it looks. So we have why shoot a butler and cat burglar. So the admin section can be, we can have as many stuffs as possible. We can have search fields. We can have list display links. We can have filter fields, um, a list filter. We can have those things on it, but we are trying to keep it very simple for now. So this marks the end of the training for the ends of the tutorial for this model section, and the next part would actually be a more advanced step towards building our full-fledged book management system. Thanks for having me, and hopefully see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and it keeps the algorithm happy. That's come up. Yeah, I don't know. So that's it. Take care. Bye.